Hi, this is Mohammed Arshad Rahman, and this is my first assignment for the MINE800 course, Fall 2017. My assignment is basically the perspective of the company on mining of Wollastonite in Seeley's Bay. So, who are we? We are Canadian Wollastonite, owners of the land which holds one of the largest deposits of Wollastonite in North America. Canadian Wollastonite is closely held mining startup in Eastern Ontario and was incorporated in the year 2001. So, Wollastonite is a naturally occurring mineral used primarily in ceramics, frictional products such as brakes and clutches, paint filler, plastics, and many more. For some applications, it can be used as a replacement for asbestos, as it has similar characteristics and it is far less toxic. Now, I'll be discussing about the relationship which I would be having with the other stakeholders. So, the first stakeholder in this particular scenario would be the financial investor. We would be sharing a common goal of successfully mining the area while making a significant profit by following ethical practices without creating any form of problems to the nearby community. The next stakeholder is the federal, provincial, and local municipal government. We would be sharing the common goal of improving the infrastructure, quality of life of the community by various initiatives. We would follow the taxation laws and various regulations laid down by the federal, provincial, and local municipal governments to start the process of development and extraction as soon as possible. This would increase their revenue by quite a bit. Next are the local communities. Currently, they do not have a good impression of this project. We plan to deal with their reservations by having open dialogue, sharing all the facts regarding the mineral and the development plans so as to instill confidence in them, and we would want to show them that we are on the same page. We plan to encourage the local business by locally sourcing various things which would be directly impacting the mining project, such as infrastructure, manpower, building supplies, and other materials which would be required. We would also be increasing the way sourcing of indirect things such as food, recreational activities, hospitals, and other things which would be required for the employees and other people. So, what are our strategies for this project? During the exploration and development stage, we would be focusing on getting the permits and regulations required to go ahead with this plan. We would mediate between all stakeholders, listen to their concerns, and include them into the planning and development stages. We would also make definite plans to substantially improve the quality of life of the local community by investing in schools, housing, recreational activities, health, etc. We would also mediate with communities which are in close proximity to the mine site and find the middle ground so that we come to consensus. We would also, as I said earlier, locally source materials and the manpower. We would be providing safety training, appropriate PPEs to the employees, and also use barricades and signages and implement all the other standard operating procedures which are included in the Operational Health and Safety Act. We would provide adequate training to all the employees regarding the specific hazards of open pit mining. We also plan to audit the site yearly, monitor the environment effects caused, and closely watch the water level so as to make sure that we do not deplete the water table. We would also adhere to all the laws, be it local, federal, or provincial, and maintain the highest level of environment standards. We would also make sure that local water bodies and soil are not poisoned due to the leaching of chemicals and other substances. We have a definite plan for the reclamation of this site. We have already separately allocated funds for the reclamation and restoration of the land before starting the exploration process itself. Also, we are closely looking into revegetation and waste disposal and water management during the time we would be there. So, what are our goals? Our goals are basically to successfully mine the Wollastonite from the region by following the highest of ethical standards and to pass on the significant profits to the various stakeholders like financial investors, governments, etc. We would want to develop Seeley's Bay into an economic center and help the community by undertaking initiatives through our CSR or corporate social responsibility activities. We would also provide a safe and conclusive environment for all the stakeholders to voice their views so as to not, and so that others don't feel that we are overpowering them. We would also incorporate the local municipality and community in the decision-making process and to have regular communications on the general improvement of the area and beyond. Minimum invasion of environment and extra attention to the reclamation process is one of our major goals. We would also make sure that the natural resources like land and water are judiciously used and are taken care of for our future generations. Thank you. These are the references which I had used.